Hello YouTubers, this is Mike Hinkle coming back to you with another video. We're going to do another draft video today. This one is hopefully going to be great. I'm hoping we get a good pick. I'm going to do a normal draft again today. I like going back and forth between doing a couple different draft styles. But today we're going to go ahead and we're going to stay. Uh, we're going to go ahead and stay just on normal teams here. Oh, so I didn't even need to do that. Sorry about that. I'll take an extra second here. Starting regular season. Obviously, we're going to do the fantasy draft. So we're going to go ahead and we pick Serpentine. I like taking injuries off because I like the sim seasons and I want to go a little bit faster. I don't like to have to keep adjusting my roster when people get hurt. I'm going to close my eyes to pick a team. This time we land on the Utah Jazz. And let's see where we get to draft. I'm hoping for a good pick. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so the last time I was in this situation, I took Kyrie. But this time, I'm going to go ahead because I don't want it to always be the same here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Antetokounmpo. I think that he'll be a great addition. He's nice and young, so we'll be able to grow with him. So yeah, especially in GM mode where we can really pump the value of these guys, I think that'll be a lot of fun. So who do we want to put with him? Which is interesting. Um, you got Brook Lopez there. That's interesting. Because Brook Lopez is going to be able to score 8 points down low, which I kind of like. Where do you take a Teague or a Holiday? I think I am. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go with Brook Lopez in that situation. Again, please, after I make these videos, please tell me what you guys think. If you think I'm doing it right, if you think I'm doing it wrong. I like hearing back and finding out what you guys are thinking about. Um, D Rose is interesting, but I mean, we all know that D Rose is pretty fragile. The game still has him overall pretty good here. I don't know. Or you go with like an Eric Gordon or something. I kind of like the idea of having Gordon out there because he's more of a sharpshooter and can knock down threes, which I always like. JJ is good for that too, but JJ's older. It's tough. D Rose or Eric Gordon. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go with Eric Gordon in this case. Uh, we'll continue on here. So it looks like we're going to be looking for a point guard and a power forward. Verify that. So see, we have Antetokounmpo, we have Lopez, we have Eric Gordon. Um, yeah, so we either need a power forward. Ryan Anderson, he is a guy that I go to a lot. Let's see. If that was Tony Parker years ago, that would be something that would be interesting. Collison's interesting because at least he's athletic. He can make some plays. He can knock down threes. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go with Collison this time. Again, I want these videos to be different. I want to have different teams. I want to experiment, and then see which guys play well together too. So that'll be definitely interesting. Let's see who's still available at power forward. Oh, Ryan Anderson is still there. To me that's a mistake, and I will take him in this round. I don't understand why he was still there. Uh, Big, nice shooting big for us. On top of having Robin Lopez down low, and we're putting scores around him. As you see, we have three guys on the floor who can shoot, really well from three. We have our slasher to the basket and can dish off to other people, and then we got our big that can handle himself down low. So we're looking good. Um, Not loving anything I see in those categories. Maybe a Trevor Ariza coming off the bench. I want to see if there's something even better. Let's see. I think he might be available next round because I do like Jared Ballas, but I don't know if I'm ready to take him in this round. But maybe I am because I'm not really in love with anything else towards the top of these boards. Maybe a J.R. Smith, but I mean he's really not even any better than Jared Ballas. Another thing I like about Jared Ballas is he's super athletic and can knock down threes. So we always have, that's why we have a point guard who's gonna, again, when he comes off for the second team, he's gonna be able to make an impact. Let's see here. Let's see, we could really use a center or a PF. I'm thinking about Zaja just because he's such a great rebounder. I just need him to play defense and grab down boards. So that could definitely be a possibility. I want to see what else is here. Although he is a little bit older, well, he's really, that's right. So we got, yeah, I'm gonna go with this. This is definitely best case scenario for me. Can he play both? No, he only plays center, but that's still fine. No, that's great. So I'm excited about that pick as well. Let us see who else is left on the board. And look at that, Zaja is still there, but we already grabbed our backup center, so we don't need him. Let's see. Nick Young is kind of interesting because he'd be able to come off the bench and provide a little bit of a sparks. That might work. Or Meeks. Meeks is also an interesting option. You know what? Why not? Let's go with Swaggy P. Let's do it. Because yeah, again, he fits the mold of what I'm looking for. He's a good 3-point shooter. That works. Let's see what else we can get here. Let's see. So really a power forward or a shooting guard is what we should be looking for. Let's see. You got a Kyle Korver, but he's super old. Yeah, I'm not in love with that. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, we're to that point where it's just going to be smarter to actually take um, guys like this that you can develop because we're in GM mode anyways. How many guys are in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're 8 guys in. This 9th guy might play, might not play, but won't be a big part of the team anyways. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to, because again, we're in GM mode. If you're not in GM mode, this may not be the greatest move, but in GM mode, I'm going to take a young guy that I can develop and build. That way we can continue to be strong moving forward. Let's see what else we got here. All right, so yeah, oh yeah, so we got Junior Stokes. I know exactly who I want if they're still available. Let's see. Well, Brines is still there, but the other is not. I'll go ahead. I'll take a Brines. He's another guy who can shoot threes. I'll take that. And a guy that I can develop. So that's what I'm looking for in these last couple picks. At least that's what makes sense to me at this point. Um, Draft. Let's see here. Let's see if we got anybody. Falco. Let's take another look at Falco. There's probably a reason why he's still there. Oh no, it says he's a good rebounder. All right, we'll take Falco. Again, this is all just about building with these last picks here. Let's go ahead and look at it. Okay, yeah, Dante Weber is still there. It's another young kid that I can develop, I can move forward with. That way in GM mode too, that way you're being able to make a stronger and stronger bench anyways. So you may as well take the younger players, and if nothing else, you can trade them later if that's what you want to do. Uh, let's see what's still available. Charles, let's see if we can see better. Yeah, good one. I believe. Sorry, I just want to check one more time here. Oh, we didn't get good, but we got a brain ass or same thing. I'm just gonna do it this way. Let's look for the first young guy that we see on here. Right, yeah, let's go with this guy. Do that. and that'll wrap up this team. But let's see how we did and stuff like that. But the thing I like is we got some young guys. We have, that way we're building, and we have some guys that are going right into their prime. We don't have any real old players or anything like that, which is always a concern normally, which is what I try to avoid as much as possible. I think we have an interesting dynamic. Again, we didn't get one of like the like a top 5 pick to really get a superstar player, but instead we have a lot of good players. I'm interested to see how it matches up. Again, we have Anakupo, Brooke Lopez, Eric Gordon. We have Darren Collison, Ryan Anderson. We have Swaggy P, Zili, Ballas, Belko, Brines, Stokes, Alan Williams, and Bronte Weber, all coming off the bench. So I mean, I think we did well. Let's see where it ranks us, because that's always kind of an interesting thing to me after one of these drafts, where you think you did well or maybe you didn't. Oh, look at that! First overall, second defensive, second offensive. Wow. So yeah, there's how I did a good job for us today. And again, this is what really makes it fun, is that you can really do these drafts, but you start to get favorite players and stuff like that, but you try to move away from that. That way you actually get to play with all the different guys and combinations that would never normally happen in the NBA. So you're really getting a chance to see what's going on. I'm really enjoying making these videos. I hope you guys are enjoying watching them. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. I appreciate you guys, and I'm going to continue to make videos going forward, and I hope that you continue to watch. Thank you again for stopping by to watch this video today.